Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of our SVG Sports Tech On Demand. We're here to talk about all the news in this spring season. I have the immense pleasure now to speak with someone I spoke to last year around this time. We're speaking to Chanan Averbuch. He's the EVP of the Americas for Primeview. Chanan, how you doing, sir? How's it been, and how's 2021 treating you so far?
Thank God. Can't complain. 2021 was a stellar year for us. Actually, our best year in 20 years, thank God. And some really exciting stuff went down. And, we're definitely embracing 2021. I don't want to say it's the year of going back to normal, but definitely the year of change is settling in. And we're stoked. We're excited. It's been a fun start so far.
Impressive year, the first, a really good one in 20 years. That's always good news to hear. So congratulations on the success 2020. We're looking forward into 2021. Obviously, Primeview, a major player in LED displays in the college market. And we're going to stick to that right now. Recently, what were some of the opportunities that the company was able to kind of be a part of over the past couple of months to the last year, we should say?
Sure. So, because of COVID and the various challenges that we saw simply just from a logistics side of things, and now that only exacerbates even further now with the Suez Canal being backed up as well.
Right.
A lot of the projects that were, so to speak, started in 2020, whether that be on the pro side, the extension of Green Bay Packers and Lambeau to the Resch Center and the Brown County, this massive mixed-use project, we saw there where we got involved really from the design perspective by the MEP AV consultant on that one being Henderson. And we saw ourselves getting involved just in the indoor. Mm-hmm. And when architectural firms like Populous got involved, who are now worldly renowned for esports, they put their little touch and spin on it and said, no, we need to really create a venue that screams excitement, that screams, don't just come to watch the game, but come for an experience. So when we got involved there, we started getting involved in the exterior, on the outdoor of the space. And we were involved in this huge 60+ foot long mesh LED, which is transparent, but still has video capabilities. That was really cool. And then this huge video board when you walk in that says, welcome. Mm-hmm. And that was a really cool project for our team. Again, during installations, pro services during the pandemic is never easy.
Right.
But now coming into 2021, we've been involved with some of our partners like Alpha Video, where obviously, Jeff.
Yes.
And in that instance, doing some pretty unique dynamic things for, University of Georgia. I'm not at liberty to talk about all the designs yet. It's not finalized, but I will tell you that when you see what some of these athletic teams are doing on the collegiate side, it sometimes makes the pro look a little weak. That's the only way to explain it.
Yeah.
And we saw that this week as well. Our team is putting with another one of our system integrator partners in partnership with AJP, Anthony James Partners on the design. We're sort of seeing the same experience at University of Maryland, another, I believe, Big Ten school.
Yep.
Football. And thankfully, that reopened during the pandemic. That was big for funding purposes and endowments and athletic programs. But again, it's one of those football programs that are investing heavily to make sure the recruits want to be there, to make sure the locker rooms smell just like that purple and yellow LSU project we did a few years back.
Yep.
What was that, $28 million locker room, right?
Right.
So 2020 to 2021 was definitely fun and exciting, and we anticipate to see a lot more of it. I think the major difference now is moving with that, I guess you could say, camera robotics and some of these other technologies, is that you're going to see a spin, I think, from large venue stadium arenas that tie into virtual production for different key influencers as well, pro and collegiate.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. You said they come for the game, but they stay for that environment and that immersiveness. And the trends that we were seeing, good segue, it'll ultimately make the fan experience and the kind of overall experience a lot more immersive, a lot bigger, and bigger is always better, as I'd like to say. Before I let you go, last question, in terms of trends that we will continue to see, I know HDR is probably one of the ones that will continue to permeate throughout the industry, but besides that, or is that the biggest one, what are some of the trends that you'll continue to see, I guess, over the next year or so?
HDR has a lot to do with playback, and it's a certain chipset that allows you to have a certain quality of video, and that's important. We've actually been doing that now for over 4 years. We've been 4K and HDR ready. We're actually at 8K on some of the capabilities as well. Similar to workplace technology, large venue sports, collegiate and pro, probably the most integral piece is mobility, right? And this is something that we were forced to learn because of the pandemic, right? Which is why we're seeing the growth of virtual production, right? Mm-hmm. So mobility is key. So when we started about 2 years ago creating, and I know SVG covered this, what we call our Fusion Max to Go, our portable, foldable, let's call it transformer-like LED system. We started it, we were ahead of the curve, and it was an addition to our other turnkey SKUs. But at the time, people were like, why do I need that? And one of the interesting things that happened because of the pandemic is people are not just buying in to mobility. They're being forced into flexibility, forced into mobility. So the one trend I would say is mobility.
Chanan, I really appreciate you taking the time, man. Good catching up. Good seeing you. Best of luck in 2021. Stay healthy and hope to see you in person sometime soon.
God willing, brother. God willing.